Hello, Lorna.
Hello, good morning.
Hello. I have the pleasure of having with me this morning Lorna Parcher of Graham and Brooks in Dundas. So thank you for joining me, and I'm looking forward to hearing what you have to say about your lovely shop.
Thank you.
How long have you been there?
We have been here just over 7 years.
That long? Okay, yeah.
Yes. Hmm.
Yeah, you're in a good location right at the very start of Dundas, really, aren't you?
Yes. Yeah, lots of traffic.
Yeah, across from the old or the old Canadian Tire.
That's right. Yes, we miss Canadian Tire.
Yeah, yeah, so do we. It's been there for a long time.
Yes.
And but what inspired you to open your shop, and have you owned retail before?
I haven't owned retail before. However, I have been in retail for over 2 decades.
Okay.
I worked for mostly in the fashion industry, and that was part of the inspiration. My husband and his dad sold antiques as a hobby for a number of years, and so some of that has rubbed off on me. And and I've always enjoyed interior design. So um, opening my own store was something a dream for me.
Yeah,
Hmm.
very good. You can see something of the antique behind you, even in your shop. Some of the
Yes,
planks on the wall and everything. Yeah, it's certainly got that feel and look to it. What kind
yes.
of things do you sell mostly?
We sell home accessories mostly. We also sell the furniture. Anything that our product is on is also for sale. So we sell antiques, we sell new product. It's kind of an eclectic mix.
Nice.
Um, but mostly things for your home, garden and cottage.
Yeah, yeah, I can see that. You've got some really different things in there.
Yes.
And where does the name come from, Graham and Brooks?
Those are my grandmother's maiden names.
Oh,
So if you talked about your family, for instance, I like to do this with my customers, and when they ask me that question, think about your grandmother and what her name was before she married, and put that together with your grandmother on the other side of the family and what her name was before she married. That could be your store name.
yeah.
Some people might have a McDonald and a Tim and a Hortons. Wouldn't work in Dundas, but because those names have already been taken.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, that's interesting. And it turns out to be a very nice sounding name, doesn't it?
Yes, it worked out well.
Yeah, it reminds me, of course, of a country duo, Graham and Brooks. Somehow, I guess I think
Yes.
what's that country singer's name? Garth Brooks, I
Garth
guess.
Brooks?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yes, I'm also a fan, so
Are
that
you?
maybe has something to do with it.
Yeah. And do you have antiques in your shop?
We do. Yeah. I would say probably 30% of our business is old or vintage or antique merchandise. Mhm.
Yeah. And you do the buying yourself?
Yes, well, I do that with my husband
Yeah, yeah.
because of his background in antiques. And also some of the people on my team, we collaborate on buying some of the new things.
Right. And do you go to shows then, I presume, to buy some of
Generally, yes.
it? Well,
uh, when we haven't been able to attend shows for a while, of course,
yeah.
but now what we've done is just gone back to a lot of our suppliers that we've always used, mostly because we trust them. We know what the product is like. We know that the quality is one that we will enjoy having in the store, and so we haven't tried a lot of new suppliers, mostly because I like to see and feel and know the product and the quality of it before we bring it in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And do you head up into the rest of Old Dundas to see what everyone else is doing up there?
Yes, yeah, for
Yeah.
sure. Yeah.
Yeah. You know some of the business owners up there as well?
I do. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I find that everyone seems to know each other and sort of, as you say, collaborates or at least, visits one another to see. It's everyone sort of compliments one another, don't they, really?
Yes, yes. I also think of our customer, and I think that it's important that they're not going into three stores and seeing the same thing.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
nice to have the variety.
I,
So
I
we
don't
try
think
not to
that,
overlap.
yeah, I don't think there is much overlap in Dundas from
Mhm.
what I can see anyway.
Yes,
There's some beautiful shops in Dundas. Do you live in Dundas?
I do.
Nice. Have you lived here for long?
22 years.
Oh, that long. Yeah.
Yes.
Well,
Yeah.
what do you like about Dundas?
Oh, well, the people mostly. I'd
Yeah.
have to say. I love that we're not on the way to anywhere. We're kind of nestled off in our own little
Yeah.
corner.
Yeah.
That we're sort of contained. I love that we have a very vibrant downtown area and with lots of variety in our merchants and our offering. And but really, the people of Dundas are pretty special.
Yeah. It's rare that you go out and you don't see someone that you know, isn't it?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes,
Which I love that too.
yes.
Yeah, that's nice. What do you love about having your own business? It must have its challenges as well.
Oh, definitely. There are challenges. I'd have to say that the one thing that is my least favorite thing to do is paperwork. But what I like most is that the creative outlet of merchandising my store, the buying of the product, the oh, there's just so many things that we do a lot of things in the store that we make here. So that's lots of fun. We do lots of painting of furniture. We have our own candle line. There's a lot that's really an extension of me, and that's what I like. And also I like the camaraderie of my team, and also the customers, of course, are
Yeah.
special.
Yeah, very nice. And who does your team consist of? Is it people who help you in the shop and people that
Yes,
help you make things, or how does
yes.
that work?
Well, we have local suppliers on some things, but we have sort of a workshop area within our store. Generally, in years past, we do workshops, and we're teaching others how to do certain things. We have a painting furniture workshop. We do painting cushions. A lot of it has to do with our chalk paint and the things that you can do with that. But also the ladies that I work with, we've got a small but very tight team. So it's lovely to work with these folks.
Yeah, and you make the decisions, and you well, I guess with the help of your team, but you're
Yeah.
rowing the boat, aren't you? You're sort of the
Yes. Oh,
captain of the
yes.
team, and
Yeah.
they make the decisions in the end run.
Hmm.
So that must be the fun part, just kind of creating your own business and going on a path that maybe you hadn't thought of going before. And like you
Yes.
said, doing
Yeah.
workshops, and will you be
Hmm.
doing workshops again?
Yes. Hopefully soon.
That'll be you do it in the shop itself then.
Yes, we do. Yes.
And what are your hours, Lorna?
Right now, we're open Tuesday to Saturday from 10 until 4. And we hope that into the fall we'll extend those hours. Right now, there's a lot of people on vacation, and summer hours are a little bit reduced. But fall, and of course through the winter up till Christmas, we'll probably be open again 7 days a week.
Yeah, very good. And what do you do when you have downtime, or do you ever have downtime?
Well, I love being here. So
Uh,
I'm here almost every day at some part of the day, if not all day. Downtime, I love to garden, and I also like to cook and bake and be at home.
Very nice. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
So where did you grow up?
Saskatoon.
Oh, nice one. Yeah, yeah.
Hmm.
Dundas. So
Yes.
you've been in Dundas for a while now and enjoying it. What do you think
Yes.
about I think like you said, Dundas is pretty vibrant downtown, and a lot of people
Mhm.
do tend to shop downtown, which is important.
Yes.
Yeah. Anyone who
Yeah.
shops locally, you must support.
Yes, for sure. I think it's important that that we support our local businesses, definitely. And I know that Dundas has always done that. Dundas residents have been very supportive, not just more recently, but even when I first started the store, it's really a community where that people do shop in their own neighborhoods. But it's also important that they shop locally, because the strength of your local businesses will attract other entrepreneurs to open, and also make our more of um, a varied selection of stores and strong retailers. So
Yeah.
the more we support them, the more variety we would have in our stores.
Yeah. Very
Mhm.
good. I always love the fact that in Dundas, you've got everything you need really in Dundas. You don't
Yes,
really have to go out unless you have to go to Home Depot or something like that. But there's a
right.
lot of shops in Dundas that suit most of one's needs, especially at Christmas time. I find is great. You
Yes,
really don't
yeah.
have to go to the malls anymore.
No, no, that's right.
Have you found, or has Amazon impacted your business? Do you know, or can you
Um,
tell?
I don't, and my business is pretty unique in that the things that someone might buy from me wouldn't necessarily be available on Amazon or in big box stores necessarily. Um, Particularly our antiques and some of the furniture that we have. I suppose in general, yes. The Amazons of the world have impacted retail as a whole. I can't be crawling under a rock and saying, no, it isn't affecting me. But I think my store is best enjoyed in person.
Mhm.
And because of the way we display our merchandise and the collections that we put together, how we buy for those collections. And so having to do business online for us, although we do have an online shop with some of our um, things that we have more of, we have a lot of one-of-a-kind things. So you have to really come in and see them.
Yeah, an antique tends to be a one of a kind, doesn't it? I mean, you can't,
Mhm,
and
mhm.
plus, there's nothing beats actually looking at and seeing and feeling a product. I mean,
Yes.
you can't do that online.
No, no,
I
for sure.
certainly don't like that anyway.
Yes. Yeah.
Do you ever sell anything on consignment?
No, we don't do consignment.
Don't.
That way I have a control over what comes into the store, and that I like to buy things that work together as a package or as cohesive with other things that we have in the store. And I have a more of a say when we purchase things outright.
Yeah. Yeah, you
Mhm.
definitely have different things in your shop. It's just beautiful, beautiful
Thank
stuff.
you. Thank
You've
you.
got some floral arrangements as well, I think, don't you?
Yeah, a little bit of floral, but a lot of it is all artificial.
Yeah.
Um, so there's a lot of our business is for people who have cottages or second homes, and if you're living in one spot for the summer or for part of the year, it's nice to have an artificial that you don't have to worry about somebody coming in to water your plants.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So you do have a website, and I'll share the contact information after this, but you have a
Yes.
website, and what's your address?
Our website address,
Yeah.
grahamandbrooks.com. Oh, I'm sorry. And our physical address,
Yeah. Oh,
43 Coots Drive in
great.
Dundas.
Yeah, and I guess it is best to explain it as opposite the old Canadian Tire if people know where that was, because it's not there anymore.
Yes. Yes.
But
Yeah.
it's
We're
just
next to the Pioneer Station as
exactly,
well.
yeah, right on the corner of Thorpe
Yes, that's
and
right.
Coots. Yeah,
Hmm.
very good. And there's a big sign up there, I know. So,
Yes.
well,
Yes.
Lorna, thank you so very much for your time. I really appreciate it. It was really interesting to find out some more about your shop and yourself.
Thank
And
you very much.
I wish you all the best, and I'll be in to see you sometime soon. I'm sure. I can't wait.
Sounds great. We'll see you
Okay, bye for
soon.
you bet. Bye
Bye-bye.
for now. Bye bye. There.